Hello, everybody. Welcome again to Breslov, Efrat. Oh, do I miss you guys? Oh, do I miss being in Efrat? Do I miss being... Oh, wow. Okay, but I did tell you that we will continue. So our learning in Likutey HaLachos, so we have a kfiyas, and we keep the kfiyas going. It's so important to always have a kfiyas, and that's... this way you know that we're moving ahead and we're moving forward. And we're moving closer to the Tzaddikim and closer to the Rabbeinu Shalom. This is what it's all about. So today, let's learn. We're in Hilchas Hashkamas HaBoiker, and we're in Halacha Dalit. And today we'll learn Mitzvah Hashem with Siyata D'Shmaya, letter Vav. The Rebbe says today, Val Kein Tzrichen Lizoik Mara U'Tzaka. Wow. So we were learning the importance of the Tzadik, and the Tzadik can always help us out. And the Tzadik guides us to teach us how to always be connected to Shavisi Hashem L'Negdi Summit, to always be connected to the Rabbeinu Shalom. And when you know that, and you know how HaKadosh Baruch Hu is paying so much so that the Beis Hamikdash had to be destroyed, and we can feel that, and we feel that, and we cry with a bitter cry. Kidei l'shatef atzmai im Shachinah, that we can partner ourselves with the Shachinah Kedosha. The Shachinah sits, and the Shachinah is in pain over the circumstance of Klal Yisrael, the Makom HaMikdash. In Kol HaMitztarchim B'Tzarosa, and everyone else that's mitzarif with the tzara. Asher yefshel lizbol kol hatzaka v'hatzaka sheyei sham when the Malchus of the Rabbeinu Shalom, when the covenant of Hashem is taken from him and given over to the so-called leaders, these wicked people that are running the world, these wicked people in every country. When the Kadosh Baruch Hu is everyone's supposed to be giving the covet to the Rabbeinu Shalom, and instead they take the covet for themselves, and they take the covet away from the Shachinah Kedosh, away from Klal Yisrael. Who can bear to hear those wailing cries? There was a big tzaddik, the Rimnitzer, that lived in Muncie, and this tzaddik was a tzaddik that would get up every night, never missed a night. He would get up and he would mamish say the Tikkun Chatzos in such a way that you would hear him crying. You would hear him crying up until Alaysa Shachar. And there were stories that people saw that let's say sometimes he had to go, let's say, to a bris. He was supposed to be a sandik at a bris, and they went to pick him up early, so they would daven, let's say, nates with the bris, and they came to the house, and they heard him crying, and they thought, oh, he's not going to be ready. He's not going to be ready. But then it was an amazing thing. And many people saw this, and many people can account to this. As soon as the tzaddik finished his Tikkun Chatzos and his beautiful, amazing avodah, he had a simcha like nobody else. Instantly. It was like flipping a switch. He went from the avelis, he went mamish to the simcha. Why? Because again, if we can do this, if we can mamish feel the pain of the Rabbeinu Shalom, feel the pain of the Shachinah, feel the pain of Klal Yisrael, feel the pain of not having the tzaddikim that we need, you'll see the simcha it'll bring us to. It's not the way we think. We think, if I'm going to feel, I'll be in a bad mood, I'll be in a bad mood. I don't want to be in a bad mood. No. Depends why a person puts himself into a bad mood. If a person puts himself in a bad mood because he's partnering with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, wow. That is mamish amazing. And like we said, the same way when we do a mitzvah and we do it with a simcha, HaKadosh Baruch Hu reveals His aura upon him. He sends the aura upon him, the countenance, His light to the Klal Yisrael. So HaLachos4-6, if we feel the pain of the Rebbeinu Shalom, how much aura upon him the Rebbeinu Shalom will send us. And that's how you can have that simcha. Because you'll feel that Shavisi Yas Hashem L'Nei Summit. You mamish feel the Rebbeinu Shalom is with you. Look what he says here. Oh, but like I told you, we started the other day, the Mara Samach Pele, we're talking about this idea. That is terrible as the base of English destruction was, and words can't even describe that. Chazal tell us that it's double pain, double bad. The fact that when we lose the tzaddikim amitim, that they work their lives to bring us this asagas elikus that we can understand, that we have an understanding of the Rebbeinu Shalom in this world and the way HaKadosh Baruch Hu runs the world and the chesed Hashem does with everybody all the time. V'nish'arnu yisaymim ein of. And it's like we stay as Yisayim, orphans, without a father. Because we have to beg the Rabbeinu Shalom to bring us tzaddikim. That'll help us come closer to the Rabbeinu Shalom. That's what it's all about. And therefore we have to cry, and to give out a shriel. In front of the Rebbeinu Shalom. The fact that we don't have the tzaddikim, the fact that we don't have the guidance that we had. But Baruch Hashem, I'll remind you again that how lucky we are that with all of the things that happened throughout the Europe and the whole Holocaust, the things that happened, and all the Sfarim that were burnt, but Baruch Hashem, we have Sfarim today. And this is our connection to the Rabbeinu Shalom. This is our connection to the Tzaddikim. How lucky are we? Sheyachas v'yirachim aleinu, the Rabbeinu Shalom should have compassion and mercy on us. V'yachse lanu atorah liyoishna. Sheyachse v'yishlach lanu me'edet tzaddik emes yishtadlu b'tikoseinu. That the Rabbeinu Shalom should bring us back that crown. The crown. He should bring us back and send us the tzaddikim, as true tzaddikim, that they'll make a hishtadlus in our tikkun. And we know the great tzaddikim promised, right? The great promises of the tzaddikim, right? We know there's a promise that the Naim Elimelech said. The great Naim Elimelech, the Rebbe Melech Milizhensk, that anyone goes to his kever, that anyone goes to the kever of the Naim Elimelech and he says Tehillim over there, and he gives tzedakah, he won't die without doing tshuva shalema. Amazing. Rabbi Nachman promised that if you go to the Tzion and you say the Tikkun HaKlali, you give a pruta tzedakah, they'll work on your tikkun. Amazing. These tzaddikim, You would think they left the world and they're in the next world, so they'd be all right. It was enough. No, their whole tafkid is they love Klal Yisrael so much. They want to help Klal Yisrael so much. Even after that they leave the world, they want to work on Atikun. Wow. It says that the Tzaddikim, when they leave the world, they're much greater. They're much greater than when they're alive, because when they're alive in this world, there's only so much they can do. When they're in the next world, their ability to assist us is unimaginable. V'yarinu banu hasogas elikus, and it should bring upon us and illuminate for us the hasogas elikus, to recognize shivisi Hashem l'negdi sama, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu's mamish here with us. La'ashiveinu el hatachlis hatoiv asher l'chon neitzarnu, to bring us back to the tachlis, our main, the goal of why we were created. We can't, it's impossible to come to this unless you're going to come to your tachlis. It's only going to be with great tzaddikim. It's like we always say, it's the teachings of the great tzaddikim, the access of the teachings of the great tzaddikim. Sheyesh le'koyach lirapos cholim medukaim b'cholei hanefesh kamaynu, that can help us sick people, spiritually sick people. Hayom bikvus Mashiach, at the time, the end of the time, when mamash we're waiting, Mashiach is going to be here any moment. Chavre mamash, we got to hold on. The Rebbeinu Shalom is going to send us Mashiach. Asher yadei kol echad b'nafshay. Everyone knows, all of it. We all know our problems. Like Chazal say, yadei inish b'nafshay. A person knows himself. And what better thing is to get up at Chatzos, or we said an hour after Chatzos, or 2 hours after, or 3 hours after. But at least you get up before Aleisa Shachar. At least doing that. And partnering yourself with the Rebbeinu Shalom, the Shachinah, with the other Yidden that are working on being misavel, those beautiful Yidden. I'm telling you, they're the most beautiful Yidden. And I'm so proud of our chevra. Baruch Hashem. Our chevra is working together. We're working together to understand and to mamish make this concept real and part of our lives. Shkoyach, mamish, the chizik you give me is unbelievable. Like we get to learn together, and the chizik that I hear from you, chevra, it's unbelievable. I thank you so much. And we should thank the Rebbeinu Shalom every day for giving us the great tzaddikim, that these wonderful teachings, that where would we be without them? How would we know these things? You go through life, it's empty. Baruch Hashem. We understand and we know what to appreciate in life. So anyone, I wish you a wonderful time, and I don't know if you're listening to this in the morning or the afternoon or the evening, so I just wish you kol tuv, and we'll be in touch with Mitzvah Hashem, and we'll all agree together with Mashiach Tzidkeinu B'Karav Yameinu. Kol tuv, I love you all, guys. Kol tuv, bye bye.